Hello and welcome to my channel. So today we have a collective spread. Let's see what the universe wants to talk about. We'll take an energy, something we know, something we don't know, recent past advice and potential outcome. Anybody can watch this. You might be drawn in by the title or just be nosy, who knows. Thank you, however you support the channel, very much appreciated. All information's in the description box. Just hit the like button below. So, what's going on? Let's do one more. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, somebody's about to take action. Seems to be running uphill though. So there could be something that just feels an arduous... Okay, I saw something the other day. It was called the Mountain Theory. Did I take a screenshot? Did I take a screenshot? Yes, I did. Lovely. The Mountain Theory. Most people stay in the valley. It's safe, predictable, comfortable, but the view never changes. So you start climbing step by step higher than they expected. And as you rise, everything shifts. The voices fade, the air thins, the path narrows. But the higher you go, the clearer it gets, because the mountain never promised comfort, it promised clarity. Solitude is the price of perspective. Okay. But it was that sentence, the mountain never promised comfort, it promised clarity. So it seems hard work and arduous, whatever you're doing here. But it feels busy, and that's possibly the issue, because sometimes, your soul knows what it's doing in life. It just needs you to quieten down so you can hear it. What do we know? What don't we know? Recent past. Advice. And potential outcome. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, we have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, with the World, Judgment, Ace of Cups, Death, the Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Six of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Devil. Okay, there is a crossroads appearing. It's a strange one here. It's like you're shifting timelines, and this is the whole idea of the process of needing to keep going here. So we've got the Knight of Swords. What we're aware of is the Emperor. The Emperor it's the masculine energy. The Emperor is divine masculine energy. It's also the boss, the patriarchy, the leader. The Emperor is power. What we're not aware of is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo, so the Empress dressed as the Hermit, or the Empress meets the Hermit. The Empress goes into solitude to listen, to be, to hear the soul. And something is kind of reflecting back to the masculine aspect of ourselves now. Whether this is another person, whether this is just you internally, we have to balance them out, otherwise, we're leaning too far one way, leaning too far another. So there might be, that's interesting. I woke up yesterday and I was like, I'm so disorientated. I was, almost felt like I had vertigo. It was only for brief, but it was a very strange day. But that could have been a shift in balance. Maybe I was being pushed more towards my masculine energy. Again, I have Earth, Sun, rising, Moon in water, very feminine aspect of my chart. So my job is to step into that kind of more masculine aspect. So never get caught up in genders. There's just something here there's a shift. shifting timelines, call it, balancing of the scales, we'll call it, who knows. Recent past is the Five of Pentacles. Now this Knight of Pentacles seems to be running towards the Five of Pentacles. It's like, I don't know, it's like this. It could be a shift in mindset. You know, the Knight of Swords, there's an energy of, it almost feels grueling. It's like, you know, to succeed, that means I have to suffer. It's things that we've been invoked in our mindsets for a long time. And I almost feel like there's a situation here that's showing you that there is another path. It doesn't have to be grueling. It just has to be simplified. That's probably the best way to put this. Simplification of something. And when we're shifting timelines, we do break that down into simplification. Every time we break a pattern, shifting timelines. Every time we choose love over fear, shifting timelines. Every time we choose peace instead of panic, shifting timelines. Truth, authenticity over inauthenticity and people pleasing, we shift timelines. So something's happening here quite a lot, and the more that you break down the simplicity of it, the better. Your advice is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, something's coming, and I feel like you're not expecting it here. This could be this energy that you know is bubbling under the surface, I don't know. Don't give in to distraction as well. This could be news, this could be so many different things. But it's like something's been trying to be distracted here and you're being asked not to. For some of you, there's a need to, I'm just looking at her with her headphones on, and obviously they are wireless, which is not very good when it comes to the EMFs and disrupting our frequency. So if you can get plugged in wires, better. Obviously I know today's day and age it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing, but depends what you want. If you want the growth or you want the distortion. But yeah, there's something shifting here. Your outcome is the Tower. The Tower is here to break down anything that needs breaking down. This is coming suddenly, this offer. You don't expect this offer. So we're going to look for the Ace of Cups as well as the Three of Cups, although I think we've just seen the Ace of Cups. But more importantly, I want to check out the Two of Wands, because it's going to lead you to a crossroads which brings together the Emperor and the Tower. Okay. So the Ace of Cups is with Death and Judgment. Wow. Okay, this is a shift. Something comes in to change possibly somebody's reputation here. Whether that's good or bad or indifferent, it's going to be different for all of you. But there's an end of a cycle of a type of reputation. Something's shifting. This is a gift of growth. I mean, we start with death, with Pluto, and then we end with the Pluto aspect of judgment. This is the death, this is the Phoenix rising. In fact, in a different deck, the King of Wands is represented by the Phoenix rising. So something's dramatically shifted. Let's see where the Three of Cups is. Two of Wands is with the Page of Wands and strength. Okay. Whatever it is going to have you then choosing, making decisions. It's going to be based from the heart. You know, the Leo energy of the strength that rules the heart chakra. And it's bringing a playfulness. I like this. Six of Pentacles straight afterwards, which is the Moon in Taurus, which happens at the end of this month. 27th, I think, to be exact. And the Three of Cups is with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. Okay. It's a timeline split. Just pulling apart two timelines here. So, little simplifications of that timeline nudges. Keep shifting things up, keep doing what you're doing. Something's coming that's going to feel liberating. Very, very liberating. But it starts with those little individual choices. You know, love or fear, peace or panic. Okay? Fantastic. Let's get some oracles, see what we get with it. I'm not used to this chair, I keep spinning today. We have 58. Okay, yellow higher, I think. Releasing sediments from the past. When we are under the influence of trauma or loss, things look much more complex than what they really are and lose their true proportions. You come out of a long period of worry, stress, remorse, or sorrow for a loss and feel confused and disoriented. The pain that accompanied you lately settles in your soul and causes anxieties and fears of the future. Direction. Suffering is something you get used to and sometimes it's difficult to release it to move forward in life. It takes courage to release the past, but you were given the strength to do so. Take advantage of your resilience because it was not given to you in vain. Keep a close spiritual connection with a loved one who passed away because they may send you guidance and encouragement. Bottom line, soon your mind will clear and you will be able to organise your life in a new order which will lead to a better future. Liberate yourself from worries and you will realise that most things will be resolved on their own. They're the little simplifications of shifting timelines, without question. Let's get the herbs. Mukuna with Journey, and we have Mugwort at the bottom. There's definitely a shift here. We've got card 10 and card 16, which would be the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. So, dramatic turn of events. But 16, and I've landed it back bang on top of the Tower. So yeah, there's something that's shifting here. State of transition, leaving behind what is familiar, moving towards the unknown, connection to a higher mind, trusting higher consciousness. Reversed, choosing comfort, lack of trust in the unknown, resistant to change, lack of spontaneity. Okay, you may be in a state of transition, about to leave familiar territory and initiate a new journey. Something in your gut is telling you it's time for a shift, to enter a new physical space and or field of awareness. The powers of both Mercury and Uranus oftentimes appear as spontaneous opportunities out of the blue. It's definitely a Tower. This is the power of the higher mind magnetizing opportunities that match your spirit's frequency. Don't resist the journey in the name of comfort. The overwhelming rush of emotions that rise before big opportunities is signaling opportunities for growth. While the sea of waters may seem turbulent at times, the sea of opportunity... While the waters might seem turbulent at times, the sea of opportunities ahead will be tranquil. Let go of whatever is holding you back, be it from the past or present, and hold your gaze steadily into your future self. You're shifting timelines. It's fantastic. This is good. And again, for those of you that feel like, well, how do I do it? How do I do it? Those are the little things, those little nooks and crannies. You could do it in everyday life. Not letting fear in, choosing peace, not letting distractions override you. Really, utilize looking at the Nine of Pentacles energies, Venus in Virgo, so the Empress in the 6th house. We could also say Virgo rules the 6th house. So the 6th house is your daily habits, your duties, your health, your diet. What feeds you, what gives you energy. What second you have it, do you feel really pay attention. The the more that you simplify, the easier it is to navigate as to what is the block. You know, they say, you know, doing a food diary, food journals, whatever. It's all about elimination diets. That's how you find out then, and reintroduction. It's all about simplifying. If I could talk. We have Ewas, the journey, and Turisas. Ooh, nice. Okay. So Thor's hammer is smashing apart anything that is blocking the journey. I just want to see what Ewas has got. Okay, horse, nature, partnership, sleep near. When we get engaged with Ewas, we shapeshift. Shifted timelines. We become the vehicle and the rider, embodying the symbiotic relationship between the two. Humanity and the wild one become one. We gallop between the 9 realms just as the 8-legged horse Sleipnir did. In this union, we gain momentum and the ability to see things differently through the speed and rhythm of the road less travelled. This rune speaks of freedom through cooperation, discovery through travel, and even magic. It was said that seeresses would take the forms of horses to travel through the night, roaming freely, unencumbered, and surrounded by the sanctity and safety of darkness. A sacred partnership is formed when working with Ewas, a balance created by 2 beings coming together to form a majestic vehicle of energy and purpose, greater than the whole, stronger than we ever could alone. Beautiful. And that's what the rune of Turis has, which is the Thor's hammer, Monier, is destructing. Anything that's in that path, in that way, is opening a gateway. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. Let me know. See you soon. Bye.